and ask
Okay.
you, how are you feeling on your last day as Meridian's mayor?
Well, it's bittersweet, but I'm excited. I'm excited about my next chapter, and I'm excited about Meridian's next chapter as well.
And you've been Mayor Tammy for 16 years. I mean, how hard is it for you to have to say goodbye to that now?
It's hard. As I've been going through my files, and last month I had several farewell events. You see faces that you worked with over the last 16 years, actually 20 years, because I served 4 years on city council as well. But the memories just start flowing, and it floods the tear ducts as well. It's been, like I said, bittersweet, but it just showed what a community can do together when we have a vision and a purpose, and we've managed to do a great deal.
What's been your favorite part about being mayor? Something that's been the most memorable for you in your 16 years in office?
I think just what I just said. It's the people that have come and gone, and the people that are maybe even single purpose with a focus on some of the things that they're very passionate about. It's the city employees that I've had a chance to work with. I can say as a taxpayer and as a mayor that I am really, I hope that the citizens know the caliber of the public servants that come to work every day to serve our community. They take their responsibilities so serious. It's heartwarming. They look at the quality of service, the responsiveness, the efficiencies, and always they keep the bottom line, and they're very responsible to that.
And I mean, 16 years, that's a fair amount of time in office. What would you say has changed the most from your first day as mayor to today?
The fact that I can say Mayor Tammy without laughing. My first day in office, and I know that Robert is struggling with that as well. But just the overwhelming feeling of that title. You still feel like you're the same person, but people start treating you different. And when I was putting my answering machine and leaving my message, it took me an hour or more to leave it because that title kept getting me hung up.
Okay. Looking at Meridian, especially with all of the growth in recent years, how much has the city of Meridian changed since you've been in office?
The city of Meridian is really transformed. It's blossomed. It's become a full-service community that you can live, work, and raise your family here without needing to go somewhere else. I'm very proud of our parks, of our the family wage jobs that we've attracted to Meridian. The shopping, dining, entertainment selections that people now have that they didn't once have. But I guess most heartwarming is I met with a citizen this morning. He's lived here 18 months. He still commutes remotely to his job back in the Midwest. And he said the reason they chose Meridian was exactly what we envisioned 16 years ago. We wanted a community that was safe, that people wanted to raise their families in, that offered a full slate of opportunities for them to interact with their kids, with their neighbors, with the entire community through community events. And that their kids can envision a future here because they have education opportunities and they have opportunities for a family wage job, and that they can grow their own families here as well. That is what has attracted, as I knock on doors when I was out campaigning for Robert, that continues to be something that are an essential reason why people have moved here and why they stay here.
Looking back on all of the changes that you've seen in your time in office, all of the opportunities that you've had while you served as mayor, what would you say sticks out as maybe your biggest accomplishment or the thing that you're most proud of during your time as mayor?
I'm most proud of what we accomplished by working together. So that collaboration. We've made huge strides in transportation improvements with the 10-mile interchange, the Meridian Road interchange, the Locust Grove overpass, and now finally the Chinden Road expansion. Those are state improvements. We also have right now major arterial widenings going on that through that partnership and communication with our road department, which is Ada County Highway District, we have gotten a number of transportation improvements done. Is it enough? Meridian, as the center of the Treasure Valley, not only accommodates the traffic that is generated from our growth, we accommodate the growth from all of our surrounding cities because they travel through us. One of the things that the full service in what we've evolved in has done is it's given a to destination, and we're no longer just a through destination. So that is one of the strategies to transportation, is capturing the trips instead of giving them reason to continue through us. The parks. One of the reasons I got involved 25 years ago was because we only had one park. Our park system is one of those things that attracts families and businesses to our community because they're well cared for. They have amenities that our public has participated in designing, and they speak to our residents. The jobs that we've created, those have been huge. Seeing we are ground zero for job creation right now. And we have great partners with the Chamber of Commerce, with the Downtown Business Association, with our businesses, and looking at how can we retain them, how can we help them be successful, primarily by staying out of their way. But it is a great partnership. And the safety in our neighborhoods. It's key to our residents that they feel safe in their homes, that they know that not only our police are responsible for that safety, our citizens have stepped up and they know that our police department can't do it on their own. They're partners to maintaining a safe neighborhood. People are stepping up all over our city to make sure that their neighborhoods are safe. It's a great community with talent, with people who volunteer, with civic responsibility, with philanthropy, and with just a sense of ownership that this is their town and they want to be part of continuing to make it a great place to live.
And I want to also ask you the flip side of that question as well. Maybe your biggest challenge of being mayor of Meridian.
Our biggest challenge, I leave office leaving the city financially sound. We project out 20 years to what our financial needs are going to be. We have a fiscally constrained, comprehensive financial plan. My concerns are not necessarily in the areas that we have a service responsibility for, and those are our roads. While we're seeing a lot of progress, is it enough? Robert's campaign focus was connecting our pathways and our sidewalks, which has been an ongoing challenge. It's funding for schools. And when I look at my property tax bill, 32% are towards schools. I will always support our kids, but in a vibrant and prosperous growing area and that creates prosperity at the state level, why is the state not funding those things appropriately? Why do our citizens have to pass bonds and levies to appropriately fund our education system, which is a priority one for our families? They have a constitutional mandate, and that concerns me greatly because we do have rising property values. Our laws are antiquated. They haven't been updated for a long time. Our state needs to step up and help these growing areas fund roads and schools, and not just think that we have to be the solution locally when we're contributing into the state finances, and they need to return that.
Okay. And I think kind of one last thing that I want to ask you about, you've already mentioned a lot about that one of your favorite things is just the community and being involved with the people. And there's no doubt that you've been a very beloved mayor by the community of Meridian. You've had a lot of people that have commented when you made the announcement you would not be returning as mayor. We had tons of people comment that they were disappointed. So what has the community support and the community love for you as Mayor Tammy, what has that meant to you?
Okay, you just had to ask that. I'm sorry. Having the community support has made me excited to come to work every single day. I have felt, because of the involvement, and even those that are angry with us, they just want to be heard. And I see that as a huge responsibility in this office. And our whole team understands that need to be responsive and to listen. Our community is full of people that do care, and ironically, those are our care values here at the city of customer service, accountability, respect, and excellence. We care back, and I hope that our citizens see that in the service that they receive, and I hear that from them. I hear that they do feel that, for the most part, they're cared for by their local government, and that means a lot. And that's pennies in the bank. That gives you trust. When we give trust and respect to our citizens, they give it back tenfold. And I've been so, I've felt their grace, and I've felt their appreciation and love, and that's what makes it bittersweet to live or leave. But I'll be around. I'm continuing my involvement with the Boys and Girls Club and with the Downtown Urban Renewal District. And I look forward to, I'm so excited for the term ahead for our mayor and council members. We have a new comprehensive plan, and a lot of the work will be done under their guidelines and under their watch. We spent the last 18 months getting it to this point. Now they'll get to talk about how to enrich it, to make it more robust, and to build policy to the vision that our public helped create. Not all of them are happy with it, but it was publicly participated in, and we respected that. But now the rubber meets the road, and we need to talk about open space. We need to talk about housing, affordability, districts, and character and identity, and all of those fun things. And I get excited about it because those are some of the fundamental reasons I got involved in this city, in addition to the parks. But when I stepped onto planning and zoning in 1997, those were the things that got me excited as well, is We need to be responsive. It's a new time, and let's roll up our sleeves and get to work.
Okay. Anything else that you'd like to add about your time in office, or anything else you'd like to say to your constituents before you leave?
Just what a privilege and an honor that it has been to serve the city and to work alongside our citizens, our business community, our faith community, our educators. There are so many things that I love about this job that that again make it hard to step out, but I'm excited about the new leadership. And on a more personal note, to KTVB, thank you for your coverage of our community. You're a big player in the Valley and letting people know what critical issues, and I love that you celebrate the unsung heroes in our community as well. Those all are integral parts to building a valley that is unfortunately or fortunately attracting a flood of people, because they want what we have here. That safe community, that community feel, the friendliness, and I think that KTVB is a huge part of it. And I hope you'll bring that message back, because you are, and I've appreciated that long-term relationship.
Well, thank you. And that goes both ways for us as well.
Thank you.
I think